Thank you so much, Genia. So my name is Ayoub Alouane. I'm software engineer at Servio, and today I will talk about Qwik. So before talking about Qwik, this is my first time here in Portugal, and it was one of the best visits that I did here in Europe because people look a lot like me, you know. Portuguese is like Moroccans, but in Europe. And that's what I loved a lot. So today I will talk about Qwik. But before talking about Qwik, I would love to make some context here. So imagine yourself in a restaurant, okay? You're waiting for a beer. But the guy told you that you should wait more than 45 minutes for a beer. That's a lot. Yes. So if there is a restaurant near this one and he will give you your beer in 3 minutes, you will choose it. You will not stay here. And if you stay, you will maybe write some bad reviews on Google. You will talk to your friend to tell them that they should never come to this restaurant because the service is not good. What I'm telling you, why I'm telling you that? Because in order to understand what we are doing in our websites, we should do a parallel with the reality. In our websites, if your website should, the client or the user should wait 10 seconds to have its page interactive, that's not good. If there is another website that offers the same service, but with more performance, so the normal thing is the user will go to the other one, okay? But it's not only about when we code, we should only talk, we thought about the user. It's not only that, but also Google, that's what they are doing. For example, if you have an e-commerce website, okay? And you want it to be well ranked in the Google search, you should respect some metrics, like, for example, LCP, largest contentful page, FID, first input delay, cumulative layout shift. For example, for the first input delay, it's the time between when for example, your button is shown in the page and when it's interactive. For example, there is sometimes you click on a button, but it's not working. But after 1-2 seconds, it works because the necessary JavaScript is there. For example, we have also cumulative layout shift. It's when, for example, if you have a website and you want to click on login, but when you click, there is an ad that shows in the place of the login and you click on the ad. That's not a good user experience. And that's what Google is doing. Google is trying to track all what we are doing in our websites, and they will rank our websites based on these metrics. So, and Google did a lot of research about web performance, and when we try to improve our performance, what is the results? For example, here we have a website Cook. After improving the website of 850 milliseconds, it's not a second here. It's only 850 milliseconds faster. They had 7% more conversion. Pinterest also more 40% faster. They had 50% more registration. So this is what I'm trying to show you here is that web performance matters. Okay? So, but what is the problem with web performance? Why these days we have less performance in our website? Because clients are requesting more interactivity, okay? So if we want more interactivity in our website, we should have more JavaScript, okay? And when we have more JavaScript, we will have more JavaScript to download, to execute, so we will have less performance. And what I will try to show you here is a graph of how the SPA, the single page application, works, and what is the impact of hydration, and what is the solution that suggests Qwik here. So in a single page application, like, you know, if you're working with Angular or with React, you have one root of all your application. You will send this HTML who contain nothing, and it will display a blank page. And we should wait. Why? In the SPA, we should wait for all the bundle of JavaScript to be downloaded, to be executed, and after that, we will render the DOM, and our website will be interactive. Okay? And here, what we said, maybe we need hydration, we need SSR. So what we will do is we will, to improve our website, we will send the HTML. It will contain all what we should show to the user, but the page will not be interactive. We should wait for what? For the same JavaScript. We should execute it, and we should do the reconciliation or the hydration. There is a difference, but that's it. And we will have our website interactive. Here, what we are doing is only we are doing a trick to show the user something in the screen, but it will not be interactive. So here, we should talk about, for example, the FID metric. He will try to calculate when its button is shown and it's interactive. And that's the time that we had here. We have it also here. We should wait to download and to execute the JavaScript. So what is Qwik here is suggesting is a good thing. So in Qwik doesn't use hydration, okay? It uses something called resumability. So what is resumability? We will send the same HTML that is shown here in our page. So we will have only HTML in our browser, and this HTML, it will be instantly interactive. So the question here, we don't need JavaScript? No, we need JavaScript. But what we are doing here is, with resumability, we send a little bit of a global event listener included serialized in the HTML that will listen to all our interactivity. And when the user will interact with something, it will go and download this file that is needed for this interaction. Okay, so I will explain. For example, if he click here, Qwik, what we will do, we will go search for the file that is needed for this button. If he click here, he will go and search for the one needed for this button. But, so what we should understand here is with SPA or with doing what, for example, Angular or React is doing, he will download all the JavaScript needed for the website, and he will execute all this JavaScript. Here, we will download nothing. I will show you how it works, but here we will execute nothing, and we will execute only what it needed. For example, if you have here in the first page more than 30 components, for example, we need a lot of JavaScript. We will not have it in the browser. If the user doesn't interact with that, we will never execute this JavaScript. Okay? So we will execute in the demand. So the question here is, every time a user will interact with the button, we will send a request to the server to get this JavaScript? No. What Qwik is doing is in the background using a service working, he starts in the background downloading all the JavaScript file, all the chunks that we need, and store them in the cache without executing that in the DOM. Okay? So to show you, so the result here is we will need more JavaScript because we need more interactivity, but we will not lose in terms of performance because we will not add the JavaScript. We will not have more JavaScript to download. We can have thousands of components. We will download. We will execute nothing. Okay. So in order to show you that, I will do a demo here, and I will show you how it works with code. Okay. So here I already did an app. So because I have 15 minutes. Okay, so I will write a component here. It's working or not? It's working, okay. Hello, Qwik. I think that's good. So what I will do here is I will create a small button who is doing only a console log, and I will click. So, like you see here, I have nothing in the network. I did the minus vite because we will not need, it's not vite, it's vite because it's in French. Okay, great. So, it's only in the, we'll need the vite only in the developer mode. We'll not need it in the production, okay? So, and here I will show all, when we run our website, we have only CSS, HTML, and when I will click on JS, there is no JavaScript download. Okay? What? Magic. It's magic. So, and here, when I will interact with the button, look, it will download the JavaScript and execute the JavaScript needed for this button. Okay? That's great, but That's not all what I'm trying to show you here. I will have, for example, this component. It's a clock, and this clock, it should be shown in the first load, okay? So here I will have this clock. Like you see, for the first time, I will have some JavaScript. Why? Because I need to show this clock, okay? So when I will need to show it, I should download this JavaScript in the first download and execute it. What I will do here is I will take this clock and I will make it in the footer. So I have nothing, okay? And when I will go slowly, I will download in demand of showing this clock. If, for example, I have a website of a lot of graphs and multiple of graphs, if you're using another framework, it will download all what you want and it will execute it. For example, here, if we have a website and there is a lot of components that doesn't need to be shown, Qwik will never download that. He will wait until you will use it and he will execute this code. Okay? So what I will try to show you here also is I have only 3 minutes, I think. So I will add a count. Okay, and here I will add a button. I will do what? I will do the add of this. This counts. And here I will show this count, okay? So here I will do counts value. That's good. So add, it's working. We will never download this JavaScript until we need this JavaScript. If we click here, we will download the console. And if we click on the add, we will download the JavaScript needed for this add. So imagine here we have a button, another one. And in this button, I will do it fast. In this button, I need to have a condition. If, and in this condition, I will say to him, count value more than 13. If we have this count value more than 13, we will do a console log, and we will show condition verified. Great. I'm learning Rust. Okay, great. So here I will do a console log, and I will not show this console log because the condition isn't verified, but I will have the console log that I will never need because the condition is not verified. What I will do here to lazy load this line of code is very easy if you want to do it in Qwik. Only you will create a function, okay? This function, it will do the console log. Here I will call this function, and this function I will wrap it in a $sign. Okay? And here, when I will click on the console log, I will get the file, but I will not get this JavaScript needed for this interaction. I will only get a pointer to this JavaScript. And if I will have the count more than 13, here, when I will click on console log, it will download the other JavaScript, and it's the file who is needed for this condition verified here. And we will print it. So imagine here, we have an expensive JavaScript to do, and we want to switch it to the server. It's very, very easy in 13 seconds to show that. Okay? I will only do a server function, and I will call it, and after that, I will have this console log. I will not have it here. I have these files for Qwik City, and when I will do the add and click on console log, I will not have this condition verified here, but I will have it here in the server. So we are switching from the client to the server only by adding a server to the $sign. And thank you so much. I try to do my best.
Okay. Thank you. Now we have 4 minutes for questions. Okay, I saw the hand first there.
Thank you for the presentation. I have doubt. Most of us developers have a very fancy MacBook Pros and a stable connection, but most of the users can have a low-end device with an unstable connection, like very bad. Is there any kind of retry mechanism automatically done if some JavaScript file can be downloaded at the time? It will retry until find some good connection?
Great. So thank you for this question. What I said about the prefetching here in Qwik, we are using a service worker. After showing the first page, we will not wait until the user interacts with the button to download this JavaScript, but we will start in the background downloading this JavaScript and storing it in the cache. And not only that, Qwik has a thing called Qwik Insights, who is using EI. For example, if you did an application, you deploy it in the cloud, and users are using it for a month, Qwik will collect data, and he will see which buttons the user will interact with in the first time when he has the page shown. And after collecting this data, in the second download, Qwik will send this data to the compiler, and the compiler of Qwik will use another mechanism, will be based on the data that he had, and in the second download, when he will start in the background downloading the files and storing them in the cache, he will start with the files that maybe the user 90% will use, okay? But if, for example, you're using another framework, it will download all of the JavaScript. If you had a good connection or not, it doesn't care. He would stay to download all of that. But with using Qwik, I think it's an improvement for people that doesn't have a good connection, because it will only download what it needed in the first time. Thank you so much.
I have the same question.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not sure the picture is off. Anyway,
yes, okay.
Yeah, I'll proceed with the question. Sorry, I'm backender here, so maybe a silly question. Excuse me ahead of time. So this system of components, it's not React component. It looks like Vue component, like count.value to me looks like Vue.
Yes.
Is it yet another one?
It's J6.
J6. So yeah. It's interchangeable with how to migrate, basically. That's my question.
Yes, great. Yes, great. Thank you for this question. So Qwik is using JSX. And if you look to the first page of Qwik here, he will say to you, if you're using React, you know how to use Qwik. And it's done for that, for people to not have to learn other things to implement. Only if you know how to use React, you will use Qwik. But there is a way difference, because in the background, they use another algorithm. It's not the same thing. It's only the JSX, so the developer can start using Qwik without problem. And there is another thing called Qwik React. So what is Qwik React? In Qwik, you will not wait for a long time to have an ecosystem of components like sliders, buttons, data grids. You can go and use a component of React. You will pass it in a function called Qwikify React, and it will convert it to a Qwik component, and you can use it with resumability, with what I'm showing, like it's a Qwik component. That's the thing. Thank you.